Okay, sorry for the bad lighting. Also, I will be uploading this to Canvas too so you can see it better. Okay, gotta rush this. But I'm gonna start with health. So starting with mental, anxiety and depression. I have anxiety. My mom has anxiety. My youngest sister has anxiety. So there's the youngest sister, there's me, and my mom. And then my grandpa has it, and then my dad's mom has it too. And then depression, my dad has it. Oh, there he is. My sister has it. And then my great grandpa has it. Okay, how that affects us is that me and my mom and sister are very anxious, and we're pretty vocal about that, and like stress a lot, which can stress out my dad and my sister, and then they snap at us because they're just dealing a lot with their depression. So that causes kind of contention a lot in my house. But ways that can fix that is that something we've been trying to work on is understanding what the other person is going through and how to react to that, because reacting in a way is you shouldn't be like overly stressed where you're like worrying about things and bringing it up and getting other people stressed, and then the other one is that you shouldn't be snapping. So I can learn from here and find better ways to figure out other siblings are going through, so that when I have my kids, I can help them find ways that help me if they do end up having any of these, and that they can pass those good habits down. And so that's how I can like change it so that this doesn't get passed down in a negative way, because it's people have those things, but just in a way that we can cope with it better. Health wise, or physical health wise, is cancer's passed to my family. So this great grandma, this great grandpa had it, and my grandpa currently has it. These two grandparents, they did pass away from having cancer. My grandpa is doing okay as of right now. And so that's just something that I need to be aware of in my family, that we need to be testing for these and looking out for signs so that we know if we have it, we can try to stop it early or find ways to try to help early. And so it's just something now we know that it passed down, we can be aware of. So now, moving on to culture things, my family is all members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and we have been for like several generations, but this is just 3 generations. And all of us, so I put that by, oh yeah, this is all my key, so the anxiety, depression, cancer, but I put the little triangles by because Christianity, I saw you searched it up, you can put the cross, and it's not really, it is kind of like Christianity, but not all the way, and I didn't want to put it in this circle because I didn't want to confuse it for other stuff, so I just put little triangles by it to represent that. Something that is common within the LDS culture is that there's a lot of kids and you're married younger. So I put something in my family pattern is that there is a lot of kids. And so you can, goodness, where is it? Oh, I put little stars. There's a star, you can look for the star, because I didn't draw all the kids, and I put how many. So this one, they have 6 kids, 4 kids, which actually, that's like the outlier. This one's 5 kids. We have 14 over here, 9 over here, 7, and then my family, which has 6. So that is a lot of kids. And a reason that they have a lot of kids is that they're married young. So everyone was married between the ages of 17 and 23. 23 was the oldest. And I actually have something over here so you can see that. Here's all the guys, all the girls when they're married. So this is like the greats on my dad's side, greats on my mom's side, and then my grandparents and my parents. So you can see that. And then the years apart, they all were pretty close. So 2 years, 1 year, 4 years, 0, 2, 2, 2. So 2 years, and then I did the average is 1.8 years that they're married in. So everyone's married pretty young, and that also leads to having more kids. I can see it's affected them. I haven't seen how it's been able to affect me too much because I'm only just 18, and which some of them were married at that, but I do not see that for myself yet. And since I'm the oldest, I haven't been able to see like it reflect on my siblings yet. And so but I feel like it'll affect, like if I am reaching the age 23, which is apparently the oldest, I'll probably be feeling like, and same with my siblings, that I'm like, okay, I'm getting kind of old, I probably need to get married and then have kids early. But I feel like I kind of want to wait a bit, but we'll see what happens, because since it is like a habit, it's more likely to happen than not. So something else that is are similar in our family, and it has to also do with kind of being LDS, it's mainly in Utah, and so a lot of us have been growing up and born in Utah. So everyone on here was born in Utah except for this grandma. Sorry for my siblings. He was born or she was born in California, and this great grandpa was born in Mexico. I have that on here, separate chart. Oh, right there. This is where everyone was born. No, it's definitely right there. That's where everyone was born. And he was born in Mexico only because the LDS, when they stopped doing polygamy, his dad moved to Mexico so he could continue it, and then he was born in Mexico, and then he moved back to Utah. And so since we all live in Utah, it's actually made us pretty close. Oh, I'm pretty close with all my grandparents. Like you can see that I did the close lines from there's me to my grandma, me to my other grandma, and then I did my dad to his grandma, because my grandparents are actually my next door neighbors on my mom's side, and then my grandparents on my dad's side used to live in Washington, but they moved about 3 years ago, and they're just an Enterprise, so we actually still go there a decent amount. Enterprise is like an hour away from here, 45 minutes, so we go there, so we actually get to be really close. Job wise, relation, on my dad's side, construction has been passed down. So my great grandpa did it, my grandpa did it, and my dad does construction. So they all did some sort of it wasn't like always their career focus, but they know how to do it. And because of that, we really just live in houses where we build. So in my mind, you only live in houses that you build. And so that's how it affected us. Also, there's been no divorces, so they have the figure like you stick it through, if there's a problem you work through it together, and so I feel like that'll help with when I have problems or whatnot. But anyway, that is my family. Time is coming to an end, so there's that, and those are the patterns.